Going on, guys? Dylan here. Today we'll be getting to a ticker symbol analysis on the ticker symbol AMC. We are seeing AMC at a very important spot, guys, really being at the inflection point for the next couple of weeks price action. With that being said, let's not waste any time on this. Let's get straight into our technical analysis over on the weekly candlesticks. We are on the weekly analysis. Each one of these candles representing 1 week of price action, guys. The main thing we want to take away on AMC weekly analysis really is this recurring trend that we've continued to mention, guys. Considering that AMC has been in a long-term historical downtrend, down significantly from all-time highs, within this region, sellers are in control. So when you see a big movement down, guys, led by these thin candles, that's often the next consolidation energy building phase for sellers to get back in. You see, once again, a thin candle led into more downside action. Had a decent movement up, but not led by more weeks. Gets thin once again with these doji thin line candles. Big movement down, guys. So we did see stock price come all the way down before getting that nice reversal on this very important support level, signifying this double bottom like pattern. Right, lucky enough for the bulls, we did come all the way down to this level once again, getting these very nice hammer candles. But instead of this time dropping lower, stock price confirmed above this range to the upside, breaking this descending resistance, showing a lot of confirmation that we can get the bounce, which we did get. Right, we're reapproaching this level very beat down. We get the double bottom. So double bottom, guys, very simple. It's this W-like formation, and you're looking for this to be the bounce area and to reapproach this neckline formation, and if broken out, could reach more upside, perhaps $6, $7, $8. But we have to reach the neckline, guys. And just as we mentioned, right, we've continued to see this trend, and we've seen some nice movement up, guys, right? Some decent move up, but we're immediately seeing sellers flip right back in control. And over the last 2 weeks, guys, we mentioned since this candle, this is where we want to see buyers step right back up. As historically, whenever they kind of, get that effect where it looks good, it's this balance, and then they harsh step back in and it's pushing down, you have to jump up. You have to jump up. If you don't get that jolt up, you're likely to keep this downtrend going. So we've continued to see this downtrend going, which we suspected which would happen, guys, if we didn't see that bounce up. So as a buyer on AMC, this is very time sensitive. There is a chance we come back down to this support level once again, get a triple bottom and move back up higher. But really, guys, you want to see some short-term volatility to the upside. As whenever price action is moving down, it continues too, right? It has this, these movements up and then ultimately moves right back down into this order of fashion. So looking on the weekly analysis, guys, we're completely unbiased. We're not one of these channels that hops on here and BS's everybody. I'm not going to waste your time, guys, right? We were bullish within this region, but right when we started to flip red, we mentioned we need to be bullish here. We need to hold these levels. Stock prices continue to descend. So as of now, we are bearish on the weekly analysis. On the daily analysis, guys, we do have a cup and handle structure clear as day. Stemming at that $4 neckline, stock price shoots down, entering this cup-like formation where sellers are really just taking control, guys. Meeting the neutral zone, the bottom of the cup, where buyers step up, they squeeze out the short sellers, right? They have a very nice movement leading into this consolidation, which is bullish in nature, being that the trend has flipped, right? This is a bullish reversal structure pattern, where if stock price, which as we mentioned, within these candles around that 360 level, if we can get a hard close over this descending resistance, you can see the breakout, guys, of $4, and eventually if that is broken, likely $5. What do we see, guys? We've seen a 1 hour close over this, being a textbook 101 fake breakout. If you take a vertical line to that, you see that the volume profile did not ascent at all. It got very dry and remained dry, signifying a false breakdown. We mentioned if we break this clear ascending support, stock price will move down to 325, test that zone, and anywhere below that, guys, this is a major level. Stock price looks bearish. It just does. And what do we see, guys? Stock price broke down from this ascending support, moved down, tried to hold 325, reject one day, 2, 3, and now we're moving lower. So something notable is that, once again, volume has led the dance. We've seen down over here, guys, around these 280 levels, that when stock price did make a big movement up over here with this nice bullish candle, you've seen that the volume profile ascended as we were in this descent, right here. Stock price is really just at this very thin volume, not much going on. And then you see a big uptick, boom, a big uptick. And that led to, this around 100% movement, not quite, around 60, 70% movement within a week. So that's what we were waiting on. We were waiting on the breakout with volume, and the volume it just remained thin, guys. So as of now, right, seeing a hammer candle, inverted hammer candle, big bar down, big wide bar down with the wick on bottom, two inverted hammer candles, another big wide bar with a wick on top, and the inverted hammer candle. There's just no resemblance of buyers stepping in as of now. Right, we are at this double padded support with this descending support, which has been a very nice level where stock price does get picked up. But and at this $3 level, which was the next zone we expected to move to after 325. This is the spot where if we get a bounce, it should be here, guys, but we need to see volume. We really need to see volume. As the longer we stay within this handle and kind of drip down, it's more looking like a descending handle formation as we're getting very, very close to the bottom of this cup and handle. So it is really just a couple days away from being invalidated. Anywhere below $3, guys, it's almost a given that we should move down to this zone down here, roughly around that 270 zone before getting any resemblance of a bounce. So to keep it very blunt, guys, we remain bearish over the last week or so on AMC. It's just how the data is looking, guys. We remain unbiased in the channel. That's the motto. And as much as I want to come on here, guys, and say stock price looks beautiful, we're just not seeing that. The AMC can pull the impossible and flip around and have that price action squeeze, which we have had. Similar over here, guys, right? We're pulling down very, very hard with this descending resistance. What do we see, guys? Let's take a vertical line to the breakout day. You see a uptick in volume, right? Volume's descending, descending, descending. You see the uptick that led within a nice movement to about 20% price action, ultimately being rejected. But that's what we need to see, guys. As within these low volatility moments, this is where sellers thrive. So we will remain bearish on AMC. Stock price to move lower, moving into the next few days or weeks. But we do remain data oriented. If we see a nice big wide bar, perhaps a bullish engulfing pattern, something like this, with a nice volume confirmation, that very well could be the beginning of a movement where we can reapproach and attempt this breakout once again, guys. But, really each and every week we mentioned, hey, if we break this level, it's just going to get more ugly. And it's continued to do that, guys. So looking at the data as of now, there's no indication of a bounce. But we remain completely unbiased, guys. If stock price shows us it wants that upside momentum, buyers step in, flushing out these short sellers accumulating amongst this channel, then yeah, we can see more upside. But as of now, guys, all the technical indication is pointing to this $3 resistance level being broken and perhaps moving down to this 270, 275 zone. On the hourly analysis, guys, looking at stock price, we clearly see it's continuing to descend. Ever since breaking this ascending support, stock price really just chopping around, being pretty, just not a lot of volume, kind of chopping down, grinding down, grinding down. And once again, guys, we need to see a sizable movement up, right? Once again, we move to the past, you see this big movement up led by volume, right? And that's the indication, guys. Without volatility, this is where sellers thrive. So there's not really much to look at on the hourly. We do see this $3 level being defended with a bullish engulfing, but not much falling to back it. So really, this is not a bullish engulfing that should lead to a lot of continuation. So as of now, on the hourly, not really much to look at, guys. We do expect the $3 level to be broken and continue to move downward. If you found any value in the video, guys, consider liking and subscribing for more unbiased technical analysis breakdowns on AMC stock price. With that being said, I hope you guys have a good day. Trade smart and peace.